appreciate it. The second item is friends of mine, Tom and Diane Jones, auburntownship.org, just published an article, and I don't know if there's any let's say the totality of truth. I'm not trying to imply, nor should you infer, that there's any wrongdoings between Laketran, but it appears that the issue deals with Laketran and Geauga Transit. Originally, it's saying, I quote, Commissioner Jim Dvorak dropped a brief bombshell after the Board of County Commissioner meeting. He revealed that an internal audit had discovered a highly questionable $275,000 influx of cash. It looked like the Board of County Commissioners gave it to Geauga Transit, and they were supposed to be repaid within 5 years, but there's still $205,000 that the Geauga Transit owes the Geauga Board of County Commissioners. And why is that important? Well, now you enter, Laketran into an interagency transit service agreement, and part of that agreement said that Laketran shall have no responsibilities of any kind to make payment of any debt or any other obligations with respect to the operation of the public transportation system in Geauga County, which may have been accrued prior to the time of the agreement. So that would mean to me that this $205,000 is really the responsibility of the Geauga Transit Division. But then it goes on to say, when personally reached by Mr. Dvorak by phone prior to the meeting, Mr. Capel noted his oral commitment to, quote, wipe the slate clean and pay back the $205,000 cash transfer because he/Laketran really had no need for the extra dark money. Now, any input from the commissioners? Anybody have any knowledge about this transaction between Laketran and Geauga Transit? I mentioned, I think, last week, and you chided me for it. I'm just wondering if there's, if we're going to annex Geauga County to Lake County, and you said there's no plans for that. But if there's a 5-year agreement between Laketran and Geauga Transit, and it sounds to me like Geauga Transit was on life support system before we bailed them out. Please correct me if I'm wrong there. But do you have any input? Do you have any knowledge about this $205,000?
I'll jump in. I was working down in Geauga County. That's where we had our Region 13 meeting for the One Ohio opioid discussions. Commissioner Dvorak did bring this to my attention, that he had found that an irregularity existed in how some monies were advanced from the Geauga County General Fund to the Geauga County Transit, and that once the cooperative agreement, or whatever you want to call it, between Laketran and Geauga took place, payments ceased. So that kind of piqued their interest. Like, whoa, we don't seem to have these receivables. I believe the money that Ben Capel is referring to, I did talk to Ben late last evening. Glad I did at this point. There's about $500,000 in the account associated with Geauga County Transit. That is the pool of money that he's referring to, and he says wipe the slate clean, paying back the money. I don't know if it was a cash flow issue or why the original loan took place. I believe that was back in 2019. But the fact that Geauga County Transit is sitting on cash, there should be no reason why Laketran would be advancing any monies, or basically acting as the piggy bank, if you will, for Geauga County Transit. So
okay, thank you very much. But my understanding is that you appoint the board, the commissioners appoint the board members for Laketran. Are you three commissioners? Are you kept in the loop of what's happening with Laketran, or are they pretty much an autonomous body that they just do as they see fit as a board.
I wouldn't say that we micromanage. I'm sure each of us talks to various board members, and obviously I just acknowledge that I talked to the CEO, Ben Capel.
Okay, well, I've tried to reach out to Mr. Capel, and he's usually, pretty responsive to me, and I'll have to be a little more patient, and I'll find out a little bit more on what's really happening on that.